We are now joined by Giants star wide receiver Malik Nabers, and you see it right there, a monster rookie season, especially in the land of fantasy football. Malik, thanks so much for joining us, man. How are you?
Appreciate y'all for having me. I'm doing good. How are y'all?
We are good.
We're
looking
good.
at those numbers, man. What was your favorite moment of this rookie season? Because we were talking about you every single week, just star performance after star performance.
I would probably say dancing in the end zone, man.
Yeah.
Got a few dance moves. I'm hoping to dance more the next season, though.
Yep.
How much do you now? Be honest with me. Do you think about them before you're like, hey, if I get in the end zone, this is what I'm doing today, or does it just come to you in the moment?
I feel like it's both of those. I mean, you never know when you're going to get in the end zone. So, yeah, I'm always practicing a little something. But when I get in the end zone, I'm just like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? But it just comes natural to me after that.
Well, it's unbelievable. You know, this year, not the year the Giants wanted to have, obviously, and there was, let's be kind and say, inconsistent play from the quarterback position. But we always talk about this wide receivers. Targets are earned.
Right.
And you just saw those numbers there. You were one of the league leaders in the NFL in earning targets. How difficult was for you in terms of you're playing with different quarterbacks, and, you know, and obviously the quarterbacks didn't have the kind of season that anyone on the Giants wanted to have.
Right. I mean, it's a roller coaster for sure. I mean, you know, you're going to every week not knowing who's going to be throwing you the ball. But I feel like my quarterbacks, they gave me, you know, a fairly opportunity to showcase my talent. You know, every opportunity I got with a quarterback, you know, they always tried their best to give me the football. They know if number one out there, you know, and I see a one-on-one matchup, let's give him a shot. You know, I know he's probably going to make that play. So they all give me an opportunity to make plays with the football and give me the football in space.
How much did it help you, your final college season, you know, not only play across from Brian Thomas Jr.,
Right.
but you guys are catching the ball from Jayden Daniels. It was like an NFL offense on the
Right.
college field.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. I surely got prepared early. You know, go and watch film with Jayden, you know. He showed, you know, helped me out a lot in my journey. You know, and BT, you know, playing on side of him, you know, is that competitiveness that me and him is competition. So it helped me it forced me to want to be better. It forced me to, you know, be ready for this opportunity that's put in front of me now.
So, Malik, I got to be honest with you. I'm a lifelong, since I was 5 years old, Washington fan.
Okay.
So, you know, faith in five over here. You know, Jayden is my guy.
Right.
I loved seeing you in BTJ at the Tampa Bay playoff game, supporting your guy. Seems like you guys are insanely close, even after college. Talk to me about the relationship with my guy Jayden Daniels, but also Brian Thomas Jr.
Right. I mean, like you said, you know, that relationship started in college. I mean, you know, we used to do a lot of things together, you know, try to create a bond outside of football. You know, the bond outside of football will make the football relationship way better. You know what kind of brother you have on side you. You know what he's been through. Everybody knows what each other been through. So when you're out there on the football field, you're trying to help each other be better. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand the relationship that we have off the field that makes it stronger than the football relationship.
Yeah, when you guys are talking during the season, are you guys ever talking ball, or is it just more about like, hey, I'm going through this as a rookie, I'm going through this, and it's just more like, you know, family and life stuff?
Right. It's really probably never that. It's really just we always clown. We always clown with each other. We talk about football, but it's more like competition when it comes to like if I ever play your team, you know, it's stuff like that, you know. But
like,
most of the time,
Madden,
it's never
or do
football.
you guys play Madden or video games or anything?
No, it's always a phone call every day. We always talk every day.
So we had Justin Jefferson on this week, and we were asking him, like, what is going on with LSU? What's in the water right now with these wide receivers? It is insane, going all the way back to Odell and Jarvis Landry, obviously Justin Jefferson. I mean, what is it about that program? Jamar Chase goes a long way as well. I mean, it's just on and on and on. It's all the star wide receivers in the league.
Right.
What is it about that program that is churning out the top talent?
I mean, I think it's the crawfish. I think it's all the seafoodness that goes into that.
It's pretty good around here.
But I mean, you know, we have that when you go into that room. You know, you see all those guys on the wall. You want to be one of those guys that's on the wall. I mean, how could you not want to be, you know, a receiver that goes to LSU? You know, they got Odell, Jarvis. You know, they got all those guys that's there. And when they came out, they did a lot of tremendous things. So it forces all the receivers to want to become one of them. So, I mean, you know, as the generations come, you know, and they see that, you know, we always want to be on that receiver wall, you know, be an All-American. And when you get to the league, you always want to do something when you get here. So, you know.
Well, it seems to be working. It seems to be working as well. And it's, you know, it's awesome to see your guys' success. I've said this on the air before. I said, again, because I'm a big Jayden Daniels fan. I said, listen, this is how incredible what Jayden is doing this year. I would argue he is playing with worse talent around him this year than he had in college last year.
All the time.
I mean, like, exactly. I mean, I love Terry McLaurin, and no disrespect to, Diami or Olamide Zacchaeus or Noah Brown, but, like, they ain't Malik Nabers and they ain't Brian Thomas Jr. And so it's unbelievable. Question for you. You saw the Eagles twice this year.
Right.
You see A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I'm sure you've watched, film and you're familiar with, all the Chiefs guys.
Right.
How do you see the wide receivers impacting Sunday's game?
I feel like it's gonna give them. I feel like it's gonna be a tough matchup on both hands. They got a lot of fast guys on that Chiefs offense. They got a pretty good, one of the best quarterbacks in the land to be at quarterback. So, if I feel like you can get those guys on the space, you can get them around the corner, give them a few blocks. I feel like they can make plays with the football. But that Eagles defense, they fly around, they create turnovers, they tackle well. So I'm pretty excited to see that.
The Giants picking 3rd overall. The convo's already started. A lot of hype and buzz around Shedeur Sanders possibly being the quarterback of the Giants of the future. What is your relationship like with him, and how excited would it be to get a young, talented guy under center like that?
I got a. It's not like a great relationship with him. I ain't shared a few moments with him, had a conversations with him. He seemed like a pretty good dude. He wants to be the best. He wants to play at a high level. He wants to lead a team. And I feel like, he's a dog and he's a great player.
So I have a question about you. So you asked him about a rookie quarterback, but you told our friends over at PFT that you wanted a veteran quarterback in the room. And you tweeted yesterday, let's see, the number 9, the number 10, and the Rams emoji.
Everyone's trying to figure this out in the league. You have the entire radio row trying to solve the riddles here.
Yeah.
There's the tweet. Can we ask you about this?
It's a pretty good riddle. I don't know if everybody gonna solve this one.
You don't give it away.
Yeah, I'm not giving it away a lot, but I feel like people know what I'm aiming for.
For sure. What do you, just in general, just overall, what do you like about Matthew Stafford's game?
Man, when he throws the ball, it's like he can. His arm talent is crazy. His sidearm is crazy. His way he throws the ball, his angles at, bro, it's crazy. He knows the defense. I mean, he's a veteran quarterback. He led that team to the playoffs without those receivers that he was playing with at the beginning of the season. They was hurt, and when he got them back, he was able to, do a lot of great things. I like the way he throw the football.
He's one of these guys that, you can't say this about every quarterback in the NFL, but, there's not a throw Matthew Stafford can't make.
Exactly.
He can make every throw. He's different. Yeah.
Everybody says it just comes out of his hand different, whether it's the angles, how he sees things, and as a wide receiver, obviously, you see it the same way. It's just there's just something different about it.
As long as we're talking Rams, what do you like about Cooper Kupp's game?
I didn't watch a lot of Cooper Kupp, film, especially when I was in the slot at, LSU.
Yeah.
Just trying to do a lot of option routes. His option route is probably one of the best I've seen. So having him in a room and I can learn from that, it's always great to learn from the veterans. I got a chance to learn from Allen Robinson when he was there in the spring. So I learned a lot from him. So if I can learn something from Cooper Kupp, I can, exceed with my game, understand a lot. I'm young, so I'm trying to get as much game as possible for, years to come.
Was there one thing specifically when you watched film of him that you sort of picked up in terms of whether footwork or how you move your hands or anything like that? Or
it's his footwork is so fast and you never know really where he's going. He's always stable. He's always, his angles of where, you can never know where he's going. He will literally, eat your cushion up, get you to just stay square with him, and then after that, you don't know really where he want to go.
Yeah, he's got one of the best release packages in the entire league. So Coach Dable back in the fold gives you some consistency on offense. What's something that you want to do more of in the offense this year? Is there a certain role that you want more reps in?
Quarterback.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
I would just probably say, I don't know really. I move around pretty much a lot.
Yeah.
I'll probably get into the slot more often. But I have a good amount of reps in and out. So I don't know really which much is left to do.
Malik, as you sit there and we talk about fantasy football here, so I have a couple questions for you. First off, have you ever played fantasy football, or does it come up a lot? Do people come up? Because I don't know if you're aware of this. you won a lot of people their fantasy championships this year, especially with your performance against the Colts.
Right. I mean, I don't know anything about fantasy. You know, I stream on the game, so, you know, people be talking about fantasy when I'm playing the game. And I got a chance to learn about it when I was playing the game. You know, the fans was telling me about it, but I have never heard of it. You know, I don't really know. I know they gave me a brief summary of what is fantasy, but I know when that game against the Colts happened, I was getting a lot of text messages talking about that.
Well, listen, I'm in a league called League ID 1. It's the very first fantasy league ever created on ESPN. There's 16 teams in it. Malik Nabers was my number 1 wide receiver, and I'm the champion of that league thanks to number 1.
So
I appreciate that.
Right,
I owe you a cut. I owe you a cut.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because you absolutely did. Because of fantasy, we're always looking, you know, we want to look at production and everything like that. Is there someone on the Giants that doesn't have the notability that you do, but that you've seen in practice, you're like, hey, if we stabilize this offense, like, watch out for this guy, something that should be on our radar for next year?
Yeah, easy. Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch him run routes every day. His release package is crazy. His foot fire is crazy. His speed is crazy. How he catches the ball is crazy. So watching him, I'm like, bro, if we can get, you know, somebody talented to give us the football, you know, sky's the limit for him. I'm waiting to see his success. You know, so because, you know, I see him go hard every day at practice, so that's one of the guys to look out for is Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah.
Speaking of the skill guys, what was it like coming in with another rookie in Tyrone Tracy, and you guys were the face of the offense right away, it felt like?
I mean, it was great, you know, having that guy running back, you know, it forces the defense to come down, forces everybody to play the box. So, you know, I was very proud of Tracy and what he done this season. I'm hoping, you know, we continue to create that bond and lead on into next season.
How is it adjusting? You know, I mean, LSU is a national college program, but it's still like, you know, you're in Louisiana, and and now you're going to New York, the biggest media market in the world, where the fans are crazy, the press is even crazier. How was that adjustment as a rookie in a season where obviously it didn't go the way the Giants wanted to, and you're dealing with the New York press and just being a rookie in New York City?
I mean, like, you know, for sure, you know, it's a challenge. You know, you learn, you know, easy early on what not to say, what to say, you know, how to say it. Make sure you know exactly what the person saying that is interpreting, you know, and learn how to, you know, adjust your way of saying stuff.
All right, Malik, so you're here with us because of Popeyes today. What do you got going on with them?
You know, so I'm collabing with Popeyes. You know, I always eat Popeyes before the game. That's my game day meal. So, you know, Popeyes got the game day bundle going on. It's 25 wings. You know, you get 3 regular size, 4 dipping sauces. It's only for $24.99. You know, they also collabing with Don Julio, you know, tequila, you know, creating some
that's a good pairing.
reposado flavor items. So don't drive home after, you know.
No, that's a good Sunday on the couch, though. Some Popeyes wings and some Don Julio for sure. Listen, Malik, you had an amazing season as a rookie. We were absolutely thrilled to watch. I have one last question for you. So much hype in the coming into the season, not only around you, but just this rookie wide receiver class. You, Marvin Harrison Jr., Roma Dunze. I was curious if you keep in touch with any of the, because you guys did all the combine, you did a lot of probably visits together. I'm curious if you talked to any of those guys and any sense of them from their rookie season, if you guys have kept in contact.
No, I haven't, you know, had a time to, you know, reach out to those guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it about that.
Fair enough. Well, you got focused on yourself. You got to. 100%. There's so much going on. Well, listen, you had a monster season for the Giants. You had a monster season for Fantasy Manager. You brought me to a championship, so thank you very much. Congratulations on all the work with Popeyes. We can't wait to see what happens in year 2.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks, Malik.
Thanks.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.